So the next thing that we're going to go through is understanding your ManyChat Dashboard. So first thing you're going to notice when you're on your home page here is you're going to have all these different drop downs and different menu items over here on the left, and we're going to go through those in just a moment. Well, a couple of things that we want to go through on the dashboard are the first thing that you're going to see on your dashboard is probably the photo. So this is where you upload your photo. After your photo, it's going to have the name of whatever your bot is or your page is. And then also you're going to see the other menu items, such as you have your Facebook, now they have the SMS feature, and email as well. So you're going to kind of see all this stuff just right on your first dashboard page, and you're going to want to start to get familiar with these things as well. After we do that, we're going to just scroll down a little bit here, and it's going to show you your bot stats. And what your bot stats does is it shows all the activity that you've had. It shows your active subscribers. It'll show your net subscribers. It'll show your subscribers and unsubscribers as well, and any activity that you have. If you sent out any type of broadcast, it'll give you all the stats and all the details on all of that. So this is kind of where you're going to find a lot of your analytics right here for your bot. If you scroll down just a little bit farther, you're going to find inspirations for your bot. Now what this is going to be is different things that are usually going to be helpful, or some type of a guide that ManyChat's going to set you up with. Could be anything from just tips and tricks, any type of training, could be a blog post, just all kinds of good stuff. So I always just keep an eye on this section, and I tell people that as well. If there's something new going on, or if there's something important, this is usually where you're going to find it. The next tab that I want to show you guys, or kind of walk you through, is the audience one. So we'll just go down, click on your audience tab, and this is going to show you all the different people that you have subscribed to your bot. And remember, we're kind of doing some new ones here, so it's not going to be a very large audience, but this is where you're going to find the info. So if you just click on really any of these people, you can see a little bit of information for them. So you'll see the profile picture that they have. It's going to show you their name, their tags. It's going to show how they subscribed to the sequence or how they opted in. This one here was a direct opt-in. It'll show that he is subscribed. It'll show he's a male, English. It'll always have their language there, and kind of tells you when and where they subscribed. So this is where you're going to find a lot of the information that your subscribers have, so you can get to know them and make sure that you're giving them what it is that they're subscribed to you for. The next one that we want to do is just right below it is live chat. So if you get into live chat here, what live chat is it's just going to show you all the different live conversations that you have that were not done by your bot. So anything that you were manually doing, people that you're talking to, it's going to bring the person up. It'll kind of show you what the conversations that you had are. And like I said, this is the one, these are the conversations that you were actually doing yourself. So keep that in mind. It'll give you the information on them as well. And if you ever need to go back and look for a conversation for something that you might have missed or any information, this is where you're going to find it. The other thing that live chat actually is a good thing to remember is if you're doing work for any clients or people like that, or just helping people get their bots started, this is going to be where they're kind of their central hub, because you already know what sequence you have set up, and then this is anything beyond a sequence that you would actually have to manually do when your bot can't respond for you. One other thing that I want to show you too is, so right here, these are going to be all the open chats that you have going on. So above and beyond that, if you want to just do this little drop down menu up here, you can do open and done. So if you click on done, you're going to see all the other different conversations that you've had manually, and then this is going to it'll be like your archive. It's where they log them. So if you don't see them, remember about this drop down, because just the open ones are just the only ones that are currently open that you haven't marked as done. Maybe you have to get back to those, but if it's something that you've already caught up on and you've already responded to whatever needs to be done with this chat, then you can go ahead and log them as well. So this is kind of where you're going to find all that. So just another quick tip that some people don't even know is there. And then if you click on any of these ones that are done, you can click on the conversation. It shows you the conversation that you're having with them. And then once again, here are the pictures of your subscribers. So it gives you that same information that we found once we went to the subscriber section. It gives you pretty much the same stuff, all the history of you and that subscriber. So if you need more info, this is where you find it from this angle. If you happen to be running an agency or just your own business, but you have some employees that are working for you, this little drop down menu up here, a lot of people don't even know about this, but you can put it for you or an employee that you have. You can assign it to someone else. That way, if you have more than one person in an account from time to time helping you with things, you can assign that to the person. That way, once they come here, they know that that task was assigned to them and they need to take care of that. One other really cool feature that ManyChat allows you to do is this little feature right here. This is your reopen. So if for some reason you accidentally close this, or if there was an issue that was not all the way addressed and you needed to move that, you can click on this little button right here where it says reopen, and what that's going to do is actually put it back in your open inbox. That way it's not archived, and that way you know that there is something that needs to be taken care of with that, above and beyond of what's already been done. So just kind of a reminder, it's still in your inbox. That way you know that you need to take care of something with that. So that's kind of the way that you get that back to your inbox. And before we move on, I want to show you this kind of cool feature down here where you can see this little reply button. You can have that, or the other really cool thing that I like to use is the note section. What the note section is you can leave notes down there about this client, about this person, about this subscriber, anything that you want to leave for yourself. And this note is only going to be something that you can see from your end. So it's not like you have to worry about the subscriber seeing it or something like that. So if you wanted to put down spouse or family members or anything like that, that you think is important about this person, you can leave these notes right here. Also gives you the ability to do emojis, also gives you pictures, and then any type of attachments, which come in really handy as well, because sometimes you just want to keep everything all in one spot, and this gives you the ability to do that. And if we keep moving on here, we can go into what I think is one of the coolest parts or coolest features about ManyChat is the growth tools. Now what the growth tools are different things that you can set up. Could be different widgets, could be different ways to interact. It has all kinds of stuff, and we'll go into more detail of growth tools later on too. But it's one of the very cool sections, and it's just right over here underneath live chat. So that's where you're going to find all the growth tool stuff. Now you have the ability to add new growth tools, and where you do that is just right up here with the new growth tool button on the right hand side, top right hand side. If you click on that, then that's going to bring you all your widgets and all your overlays and any other growth tool that you have here. This is where you're going to find that. So once you click on that button, it comes right in here. So one other really cool feature about the growth tool tab. This is a relatively new feature, I guess within the last year or two, I guess. You can do actual ads right inside of ManyChat. So what that means is they're just like Facebook ads, but they're done through ManyChat. You can do them right here. It's a newer feature. I'm actually going to include a bonus video later on with that as well. We'll go into more details. I just wanted to show you where it was at now, so you were aware of it. And moving on, we will go underneath growth tools here to the next tab, and it is the broadcasting tab. So now what the broadcasting tab is it's kind of, if you're familiar with email marketing, if you do a broadcast with your email marketing, it's very similar, same type of concept to that. We just do it inside of ManyChat. Broadcast feature is an extremely powerful feature. It gives you the ability to send not only messages, typed out text messages or ManyChat messages, also gives you the ability to send photos, gives you the ability to send documents, gives you the ability to do pretty much all of this right inside ManyChat. And this as well, I will be going over in more in depth in a later video. I just kind of want to show you guys where all this stuff is located. Just with each widget while we do it now, we're going to touch on it and then we'll come back and cover it more thoroughly. We'll keep moving on and we'll get down to the next tab, which is automation. Now what automation is kind of the sweet spot. Most marketers think that this is where the magic happens. This is where you can set up your different flows and you kind of set it and almost forget it to the point because it's going to be doing the work for you. What these do is actually, like I said, it's kind of the set it and forget it type mentality. But it's going to do is it's going to find you new prospects. It's going to get information to current prospects that you have, new prospects that you want to have. It's like I said, you kind of get it set up one time, you do the work once, and then it's going to organically, with all the information that you input into it, it's just going to automatically be talking to the people for you. So it's the magic of this automation. Now, just touching on the automation section, we will be doing an entire video on these as well. But the automation section, as you see, you have your main menu, you have your default reply, you have your welcome messages, keywords, sequences, and rules. And that makes up what we call the automation section, which is one of the most powerful sections in this whole ManyChat world. And moving on, underneath automation, you're going to find our next tab that's called flows. And what flows is it's also another tool that you can use where you can set it up, and it's very strategically placed. You can be talking directly to your subscribers, having the same conversation with them, just it happens on its own, and as you plug things in, your bot will naturally pick that up for you. All of these flows are strings of messages that you can put together, and then you can also set it up, and you can do it in different ways to kind of test what's working, test what's not, see what people like to use more so, just get your information. It's a lot of testing with it, so sometimes you'll have the same conversations going, just obviously using different words, targeting different people. Moving on to the next section that we have right down here is settings, and we will cover all this in another video as well. But with settings, the main thing that we want to keep an eye on here is this is going to be your main settings and how you have your ManyChat set up as well. So a little bit different than the ones that we've already went through on previous videos, but this is kind of where you're going to see all the magic that happens with the inside of your bot, and exactly if you need to make some adjustments, this is probably where you're going to do it, especially in the beginning. Now the next section down that we can get into is right underneath settings, a little bit farther down towards the bottom we're getting, and it'll be called templates. As you see with all these templates, they kind of give you a little guideline. So if you're a restaurant, automotive, e-commerce, real estate, and these are the different kind of templates that they already have installed there for you. So you can use those if you want, or whichever one fits your business the best is the one that you're going to want to use. And underneath templates, it's another cool spot called the accounts template settings. So once you can see your different accounts, you can see which ones you have set up. And like I said, these are testing ones that we've kind of been using so far. There's also this help tab, and what the help tab can do is read the help documentation, video tutorials that'll give you some tips and trainings as well. Hire an agency if you need some help. Submit a ticket, join the community, which I do recommend. And then also, if you do need more help after that, you can, when you're plugging into the community, you can ask questions. Now, what I've seen the most time when it comes in most handy, I should say, is when Facebook updates something, because they always are, but when they update it, maybe ManyChat hasn't had time to respond yet. So your bot might not be firing on all cylinders or working properly or whatever you want to say. So you can actually just go, you can get in here, you can be with the community, you can ask questions, and kind of restart your bot so that it's functioning with Facebook the way that it needs to be. And then one other thing that you can't see because of this account that I'm already done, but there will be another tab right underneath this to upgrade to Pro. And what that means is this account actually is upgraded to Pro, and it will touch more on the difference between Pro and not on a later video as well, but there are some capabilities. And there would be one more tab underneath here where it'll give you that option, but you'll see it once you kind of get in there. And I do recommend upgrading to Pro, especially if this is going to be a service that you want to use. But once we get to that tutorial, I'll give you a little bit more information as to why I think that it's a good idea to upgrade.